So it is a brand new week, which means we get brand new weekly objectives, all the same. Now, it seems to be bugged. It says that you've completed all of them. We're going to test this theory right now by doing set up a training plan, make a tactical change, and hire a coach. Now, to do this, just like in the previous video I showed you, we are going to go down to manage a career. You can make a brand new career, or you can carry on with the career that you already had. Just go ahead and load into it like I have. And then once you are on the home screen, just head over to squads. Make your way over, for example, into the training plan, and just go ahead and change one of these training plans, just like this. Bit 10 here, 10 there. It doesn't really matter unless you're taking it very, very seriously. Confirm the values, and then you're just going to press RB and R1, and then just choose a player to change their plans to energy focus. Are you sure you want to change this? Yes. Then we are just going to go ahead and head back straight off the screen, and then we're going to make our way over to the tactical preset, as you see here. Enter in team strategy, and we're just going to go ahead and hire a coach. Now, I've already got a few coaches from doing this before. We are going to go ahead and hire some better coaches if possible in the second slot. And you are looking for any of the 5-star, or any coach in particular, but potentially the best ones for each position. So he's an expert. He can go straight in. We can go ahead and press yes, we want to hire this member of staff. And then that one has been done. Just press square or X on your controller to hire staff. That's been done. Let's go ahead and back off and see if these objectives are broken or not. So as you can see there, it has updated now. We've completed both of those. All we got to do is make a tactical change, which we can do really, really easy, which I'll show you. But that should also fix all of your other objectives that could potentially be broken. So let me go ahead and show you what I mean. With the clubs one, for example, you can see now these are all fixed. So I'm going to go through every single one, starting off with the tactical change as mentioned. So let's go back into career mode. Let me introduce you to lootbar.gg. They help out massively, and you can get coins as well. So they are 8 to 10% cheaper than any other platform available. If you use code NANNY, you get an additional 8% off on your first purchase, plus 5% extra coins on top every time you do this. Also, a lot of content creators just like these use lootbar too. So if you are looking for coins, use code NANNY and head over to the link in the description or in the comment section and get those coins now. So we are back in the squad center again on the career mode. You're going to head over to your team management, and to make a tactical change, all you need to do is just change formation. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. We're going to go ahead and change formation. We're going to head over to our tactics, and we're just going to go ahead and change this here. So just change your tactics, essentially is what it is. So we're going to change to a 4-1-2-1-2 wide. And then once that's done, we're just going to back out and save. And then we're going to head back to objectives and get that one complete as well. Now, last week, the play 5 games with the manager was broken. Like, you could complete 5 and it didn't work. I'm not going to test that today. It's very straightforward. You just have to play 5 full games. You can't sim them. You can't do highlights. You have to play the 5 full games. But you can get these 3 done super, super fast. The next one we're going to move over to is player objectives. And again, this is really simple. I'm going to show you the quickest way to do this. And we're going to start off with equip the playstyle. So again, head back over to the career mode. But now we're making our way down to player career. And if you watch my video on how to do the Ballon d'Or, I basically covered it with Haaland. We're not going to do that today, but we are going to use a Haaland account. You can make a brand new one. You can use Haaland if you want. We are halfway through the season because I did the Ballon d'Or glitch, basically, which we just sim straight away. Haaland wins straight away. But let me get to the screen now. So we are on the main screen of player career. So we're going to head over to My Pro, and we're going to go to personality. Now, at the moment, we have no traits unlocked, so we have to unlock them by doing certain objectives. The first start's really easy. So at the same time, we're going to tick off activities. So head back over to My Pro. You'll see the activities tab. Go ahead and just do as many of these as you can. I know you need to do 5 or 10, whatever the objective is. Just go and do as many as you can, because not only are you going to basically level up your pro to get yourself a tier, to be able to do a trait or a playstyle, sorry, you can just basically tick this off. So what I'm going to do is do all of this. So that's how you do it if you haven't done it already. What I'm going to do is go swap over to my Thierry Henry player career, which I have done normally. I've unlocked all the play styles there, so that's going to be the quickest way. So let me go ahead and do that. So all I'm doing is going through one by one, spending as much money as I possibly have available to do all the traits. If you don't have any money, all you need to do is just go ahead and make a brand new account. Just treat that account as the season graft if you want. Just basically farming season XP. Nothing else. You don't have to play it seriously, but you'll be able to get your way up. Now, you can see here, you get quite a lot of rewards for your personality, which is going to give you your traits and stuff like that you want to do and play styles that you want to do anyway. But let me go ahead and do the rest. I'll be back once I've completed all of them. So we completed as many as we needed to. We got up a personality point, and now we've unlocked our first playstyle. Now we can just go ahead and select any one we want here, and that's 2 objectives done. So let's head back to the objective screen now. Make sure you auto-save and quit, and head back to the objective screen. And you can see there we have done 5 activities and equipped 1 playstyle. Now all we have to do now is perform a hat trick, reach top manager favor rating, complete 10 objectives, and complete an agent objective. So I'm going to show you how to do these the quickest way and explain what they are. But first I'm going to head over to an actual player who's in my career, who's starting because I did that glitch, which is going to be with Arsenal. We are currently in the Champions League, but it doesn't really matter too much. And a couple of things are going to be here. For example, you are looking to go ahead and do the objective and the manager stuff. So right above my camera as I move it down, this little green bar you see, that needs to be all the way to the top to be in a managerial favor. The best way to do this is just advance to when you get to a game. Once you get to a game, go ahead and just simulate training. So let me show you what that is. So we go to training on this tab here. We're just going to go ahead and pick 3 drills. You don't have to play them. Just go ahead and pick all the heavy ones because they get the most boost on them. And the harder they are, the more managerial favor you get. You'll see once we complete this last one here, we'll then get ourselves into max. So again, pick 3 heavy ones. We're going to go simulate. Are you sure? Yes. And you can see there, underneath where it says Maverick, on the personality, it says difficulty heavy, manager rating +7. Now, if you look at my screen now, above me, the bar's gone completely full. So that's one way of getting the bar up if you haven't got it up full. The next thing I'm going to show you is objectives from the agent and objectives from the game in itself. Now, I recommend you put this on beginner, 3-minute halves. It's really fast. It doesn't take you very long to do. And when you get into a game, there's going to be 3 objectives that pop up. These are your objectives as a player. So, for example, once we get into it here, we're just going to skip the ceremony at the beginning, as it were. And you'll see, as Martinelli runs off, or whatever player, those are the 3 objectives that you need to complete. So I'm just going to put this on a 10 rating and do the rest. Now, if you accidentally skip this and don't remember, all you have to do is press pause. This will pop up, and then underneath my camera is all the objectives you need to do. So we need to complete 4 passes in the opponent half. A conversion rate, which means score on our shots, is 65%, and then get an 8.5 rating. So let me go ahead and complete that quickly. So we have gone ahead and scored a hat-trick in 11 minutes, and at the same time, we've completed all the objectives underneath my camera, as you can see there. So all we are going to do now is go ahead and win the ball, and this is what you can do every single time. Unless you want to play it, then you can go ahead. But because we're on beginner, all we have to do is just stand still here. They won't tackle us, and if you look at the far left of your screen, you'll see that the time is ticking really fast. So I'm just going to go ahead and stand here now until halftime, and then complete the game doing the exact same thing in the second half. So as you can see, we're getting to the end of the game, just as I showed you there, and now we've managed to complete the objective, basically, with the times. We're just going to kick the ball away, and that's the match done. So we got the hat-trick. Now, what you'll notice is, as we completed all of the objectives as well, we're going to get increase on our manager favor for completing these objectives. Now, the more of these you complete per game, the more manager favor you get. So if you are struggling to become a starter or anything like that, you're not going to get the manager favor. So it is something just to be careful of. But you can see there, we've got the hat-trick done. Now we just need to carry on doing that to play the rest of the games. But you can see here, our starting 11, our favor went up. We got +25 in manager rating, which is our favor. Personality is what it is. There's the objectives to show you. And then in a career, these are the career processes that we're making if we want to transfer to another club or anything like that. So again, we've got ourselves some of the stuff here. Just go ahead and just select all of these to get these objectives done as well. They're just going to give you more personality points. Doesn't really matter which one you select. And then we've also won the player of the month at the same time, which we can just go ahead and say whatever we want. And we've got all of those done. Now, all we have to do is just back out to objectives again. So let me go ahead and do that. So as you can see here, we got perform a hat-trick done, reach top manager favor done, complete an agent objective, complete 5 activities, and equip the playstyle. We got all that done in a space of about 7 minutes, because six minutes of the game. Now, the only things we got left is play 5 matches and complete 10 match objectives. That just takes a little bit of time, but if you put it on beginner, 3 minutes like I showed you, you can do it with no effort at all. Now, we're going to head over to clubs. Now, this is where it gets interesting. So we've got to play 6 altogether, 15 tackles, score, and assist. Now, there is a trick to get this done even easier, and this is going to come under the bi-weekly as well. So you see, we've got score 6, we've got assist 20, or score 20, sorry, assist 8 in clubs as well, and the tackles. Now, you can actually get the tackles, the passes, and everything done more or less in one game. I'm going to show you exactly how that is. So let's go over to clubs now. So we are on to clubs. Now, all we have to do is just head into a league match. If you have people to do it with you, it's a bonus. If you don't worry too much. And what you're going to want to do here is be any. The reason why, for some reason, it gives you the tackles, the passes, the goals, and the assists from basically playing as any, because it doesn't understand that you're not just one person, you are everybody there. So as you can see here, I'm any, so I'm just going to wait for the person I'm waiting for to jump into the game with me. We are going to go ahead and play a game. I'll show you a little bit of footage there. We're only going to play one game and one game only just to show you, but it is a really easy way to farm passes, assists, goals, and tackles just from doing this alone, and we are playing games at the same time. So as you can see here, the person I play with is going to play as a left striker, and I'm going to be controlling everybody else. We're going to search for a match, jump into a game, and I'll come back as soon as we're into the game. So we are into the game, and as you can see, I am controlling every player, which is any. So every tackle, every pass, assist, or anything that I make with any of these other players, apart from the one that my mate's using, then we are basically going to get that done. So it's really easy, especially if you're on your own, instead of trying to struggle with pro clubs in particular. You can go ahead and do that. So, for example, we've got the goal kick. We can go ahead and farm a couple passes here. So there's 2 passes. Out wide, that's another one. So you can just go ahead and do it like that. So I'm going to complete the game here, and I'll be back once this game's done to show you how many we got ticked off. So we are coming to the end of the game. As I mentioned, as you can see here, I'm still controlling as any, just doing all the objectives and basically just playing the game. Now, that has been complete. We only played the one game. You can go ahead and check the names of the clubs in that, in case you don't believe me. We are going to head back to the objectives now and just show you how many we got done in that one game of just basically playing as any. Now, this is the only good thing about doing it this way, is you tick off a lot of objectives at the same time, especially if you're like me and don't really play clubs a lot. So we're just going to go ahead and quit. We're going to head back to the objective tab now. So we are on the objectives here, and you can see we played one of those. We got 2 assists done, 11 tackles out of 15. But if we head down to the bi-weekly, we've got 2 goals scored, assisted twice as well, 10 tackles, 15 passes done. So right there is how you can do it. For Rush, unfortunately, there is no other way to do it. You just have to play the Rush games. And that leaves us with our last one, which is going to be an Ultimate Team, especially if you don't play Ultimate Team. Let's head over to the objectives here and just explain to you the best way to do them. Not necessarily the quickest, but definitely the best. So we got the weekly play and the bi-weekly objectives. Now, the bi-weekly is very self-explanatory. It's just play 30 games in either squad battles, rivals, or Champions League. Or Weekend League. And you can see there you get 30 games. You just do that over time. There's no quick way. The weekly one is very easy. Play 3 games of Rush. Win a game with 3 people from the Liga F. Play 3 with Spanish. You can tick them 2 off together. And then the rest are just play and win with anybody else. You can see there, La Liga, Spanish, La Liga F, they're the 3 teams you need, and then just go ahead and do the rest. Very, very simple. This also counts in Rush as well. But as always, if you do have any questions about this video or don't understand something, please let me know, and I will catch you in the next video.